Hello students, as we are studying crop production and management under the heading agricultural practices, today we will continue our irrigation topic. In our previous class we discussed traditional methods of irrigation and today we will move ahead towards the modern methods of irrigation. Let's start. Actually, modern methods of irrigation are categorized or classified into two. One is sprinkler irrigation and second one is drip irrigation. You can see from the figures, from the pictures which are given on your screen, that in the sprinkler irrigation the water is sprinkled over the field, while in drip irrigation the water is supplied through these pipes to the plants. Okay, now moving ahead, let's talk first about sprinkler irrigation. This is a modern method of irrigation in which water is sprayed to copy natural rainfall. In this type of irrigation, water is distributed through a system of pipes, usually by pumping. The water is then sprayed into the air through rotating sprinklers. These are the sprinklers, black in color, which has appeared. Okay, so that it breaks up into small water droplets that fall to the ground. This type of irrigation ensures a uniform supply of water to the crops. This is the main advantage of this sprinkler irrigation. So it is that water is distributed through a system of pipes, usually by pumping. These are the pipes which are connected to the ground through several pipes and pumps through which the water will be sprayed out. Okay, it sprays the water through sprinklers. This black in color is called a sprinkler, so that the water fall onto the ground like a natural rain. Okay, this completes the process of sprinkler irrigation. So as you all know, each and everything has its advantage as well as disadvantage. First of all, let's talk about the advantages of sprinkler irrigation, this system. Advantages of sprinkler irrigation: it acts like rain, just I told you, like a natural rain, works well on sand and loam soils. Sandy soil which is having very less amount of soil, you can say defect of soil, and the loamy soil which is a combination of large and small particles of soil. It can work well on a wide range of slopes. Those fields, those areas which are slopy in nature, this process is the excellent one. Can be automated, means you can turn on the switch from a distance and then it will work automatically. Okay, can be used to prevent damage to plants by freezing. It supplies the water drop by drop to the plants. So there are no cases by which the water can freeze on getting more amount of water. Can be used to cool crops. Only it sprinkles the water over the crops, so waterlogging condition cannot be observed, and by the small amount of water the crops will be cooled, moisture will be maintained. Can be used to apply fertilizers and pesticides. Fertilizers, as we studied, fertilizers are the chemical substances which are nutrient specific, which are provided to the crop so that if any nutrient deficiency is there in the crop, that can be fulfilled by that fertilizer. Pesticides, pests are the insects, or you can say microorganisms which damages or destroys a crop, and pesticides are the medicines, are the drugs or the chemical substances which are provided or which are sprayed onto the crop so that these pests can be killed and a crop can be protected. Okay, as you provide the fertilizer and pesticide to your crop, these sprinkler irrigation systems helps to distribute that fertilizer pesticide equally or uniformly in that crop. Okay, next is disadvantages of sprinkler irrigation. As I just told you that each and everything has its own advantage and disadvantage. Initial work required to construct system can be expensive. Of course, when this setup will be arranged in your field, sprinkler irrigation system, this will be expensive because it is using so many metallic pipes or sprinklers and a pumping device for the water to pump. That's why it is little bit expensive. Each and every person cannot afford it. Require some skill to operate. Only that person can make this arrangement or equipment functional if he has the knowledge to operate that. Okay, wind can push the spray away from the plants. If we are not talking about air, we are speaking as wind, means speedy air. Okay, if wind is blowing at a very higher rate, in that case the spray of water can move away due to the blowing wind. So proper amount of water cannot be provided to the plants or the crops. Requires water that is under pressure. If the water is not provided in the pressure, then how is this possible to spray the water with pressure? So whatever pump is used in this case for the sprinkler irrigation, that should have the tendency to generate higher pressure, the pump of higher pressure, because if the pump can take out the water or pump out the water from the ground underground with pressure, so definitely this water will come out from the sprinklers with the great pressure, and only in that case this water which is coming out of the sprinkler will cover more distance and will provide sufficient water in the sprinkled form. If too much water is added, it may not soak in and could cause erosion. If a farmer has forgot to turn off the irrigating equipment or the pump, what will happen? More amount of water will be sprinkled onto the crop, onto the plants. So what will happen? The water will be collected over the field and it will be difficult for the soil to soak this water, and ultimately either it will cause waterlogging condition, or if the water is not in sufficient amount which is sprinkling, that may cause erosion. Okay, means removal of top layer of the soil that is actually fertile, that is actually nutrient rich. Next is high evaporation may waste water. If temperature is higher during the summers, like if temperature is higher, in that case more evaporation will take place in the plants or the crops, so means more amount of water will be wasted. That's why this sprinkler irrigation system is not completely or in all the aspects supportive. You have seen the sprinkler irrigation system in your nearby parks or the fields or the gardens where this is very supportive. Our second modern method after the sprinkler irrigation is drip irrigation. This is also called as trickle irrigation. Okay, this is also called as trickle irrigation. It is the most expensive method. This is the main thing about it, but it is most efficient method of using water. This is also a clear statement about this. Okay, in this a small amount of water is applied at frequent intervals in the form of water droplets, drips through perforation in plastics, pipes, or through nozzles attached to tubes spread over the soil to irrigate a limited area around the plant. So what happens in this? In this type of irrigation, water is transported through a network of pipes. These are the pipes. These are the main pipelines and these are the smaller pipes. 1, 2 means each and every row of the plant or the crop is having a long plastic pipe, and that plastic pipe having perforations means holes. If this is one of the plant, here will be one perforation or one hole in the pipe. This is the second plant, so there will be another hole in the pipe. If this is the third plant, so there will be third hole in the pipe, means several perforations are present in these plastic pipes. Okay, and valves are there also. So the water is either allowed to drip slowly on the soil near the roots or is released slowly just under the surface of the soil. What happens in this method? These are the plastic pipes. This is choice of a farmer that of what pressure water he wants to provide to the crop. Okay, he can use higher pressure water, he can use low pressure water. Secondly, he is having a choice that he can directly provide the water from these holes or from these pipes directly to the roots of the plant or under the soil near the roots, or you can say below the roots. He can provide the soil so that roots can absorb only that amount of water which is required by the plant. Okay, so there are two chances that one, either the farmer can provide the water directly to the roots through these pipes, or he can settle the water and can provide the water just below to the root zone so that whatever amount of water is required by the plant can be used up. Okay, but from this process water is applied slowly, drip by drip, boond boond karke. Drip means boonde. Drip by drip it is provided to the roots. Okay, drip irrigation is an effective method of irrigating fruit and vegetable plants. This is the good quality of drip irrigation system. Okay, let's study about the advantages. Advantages are here water directly reaches the roots of the plant which take water to the plants in the balanced quantities. Suppose this is the field. Okay, here several types of plants are there, means a crop is there, and along with the growth of crops plastic pipes are laid down. ठीक है, having perforations, having holes in them. What happens now, as these perforations are providing the water to the root zone or below the root zone, so water will be absorbed by the plant only in the balanced quantity, means whatever amount of water is required by the plant, that will be used only. This method saves 30 to 70% of water because there is no wastage of water at the nearby surfaces of the plant. Crop production is higher by 20 to 40% as it is saving water as well as it is a good method to supply water to irrigate the fields. That's why it is increasing the yield of the crop by 20 to 40%. Next, disadvantages. Very expensive investment like the sprinkler method because it is using so many pipes. Initial setup is labor and time intensive. More individuals are required, more people are required to lay down the pipes onto the field. ठीक है, so it is laborious. बहुत सारे बंदे होंगे तभी तो वो सारे पाइप्स को प्रॉपर तरीके से क्रॉप और प्लांट्स के बराबर में ले डाउन कर सकते हैं. Time intensive and this will take time. Post-season cleanup required as the crop is matured, it is harvested. After this, whole of the pipes are removed from that field so that plowing can be done, loosening of the soil can be done. That is also a main agricultural practice. Uses lots of plastic because lots of pipes are there, can result in seed germination problems. May be possible the area where a seed is trying to germinate, due to the presence of pipes it is unable to grow, it is unable to germinate. So these types of problems can be seen. Require sediment free water. In this case, as the water is provided directly to the root zone drop by drop, in that case water should be sediment free. पाइप्स के थ्रू जो पानी आ रहा है उसमें मिट्टी वाला पानी नहीं होना चाहिए. दैट शुड बी कम्प्लीटली प्योर वाटर. अगर मिट्टी वाला मडी वाटर होगा इट विल ब्लॉक थ्रू द परफोरेशंस. जो होल्स है उनके अंदर वो होल्स को ब्लॉक कर देगा एंड सफिशिएंट अमाउंट मे बी सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर और ड्रिप बाय ड्रिप वाटर विल नॉट बी प्रोवाइडेड टू द रूट जोन ऑफ one or more than one plants. So this is a great disadvantage of drip irrigation system. Now overall, talking about modern irrigation system as we are discussing, it is having a great disadvantage which we have studied in both the methods, in sprinkler as well as in drip irrigation, that it is expensive, right? Second is excessive seepage and leakage of water create marshes and ponds all along the channels. The marshes and the ponds in some time become the colonies of the mosquito, which gives rise to a disease like malaria. How can you guarantee that whatever type of pipes you are using, these are not perforated or these are not leaking? कई बार ऐसा होता है ना कि हमने तो पाइप को ले डाउन कर दिया, पर हमने पाइप एक दिन के लिए, एक मंथ के लिए ले डाउन नहीं किया है, कई महीनों तक वो ले डाउन रहता है, जिसकी वजह से हो सकता है इन्वायरमेंटल और क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस की वजह से उनमें क्रैक्स आ जाए, पाइप्स में लीक, सीपेज हो सकती कि वहाँ से पानी निकल निकल के लीक होकर काफ़ी कुछ पर्टिकुलर एरियाज़ में फिल हो जाए और उन एरियाज़ को मार्शी बना दे, मिट्टी वाला दलदली टाइप का. And as you all know, wherever the water will be stagnant, water will be collected, there will be the growth of mosquitoes, which will cause several diseases like the malaria. Okay, so this is the main disadvantage. It lowers the temperature and makes a locality damp due to the presence of irrigation water. क्योंकि लगातार पानी ड्रिप बाय ड्रिप आप प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो, स्प्रिंकल करा रहे हो, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट द होल ऑफ द एरिया बिकम्स मॉइस्ट. वहाँ का टेम्परेचर काफ़ी लो हो जाता है, ठंडा हो जाता है. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट द एरिया और द सॉइल बिकम्स डैम्पी. जैसे मिट्टी में काफ़ी पानी होता है ना, कि आप उसमें पैर भी रखोगे, योर फुट विल बी इमर्स्ड, योर फुट विल बी सिंक इनटू दैट. तो ये डैम्पी एरिया बना देता है, जो कि रियली रिस्की है. Excessive seepage into the ground raises the water, hence causing waterlogging of the area. जब एक ही जगह पर ज़्यादा पानी भरता रहेगा, so it was creating marshy area, right? It was creating marshy area, as well as what will happen? It will lower the temperature of. Now, drawbacks of over irrigation. I think you have understood the whole concept of traditional and modern methods, so you can conclude the drawbacks by yourself, that क्या क्या shortcomings हैं, क्या क्या कमियां हैं ज़्यादा water provide करने की वजह से to the fields. First, breeding places for mosquitoes. If more amount of water will be collected there, that means this will become the breeding place for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes can give birth to the new mosquitoes, right? They can increase their population. And as we all know that these mosquitoes or these types of insects will cause several diseases. Groundwater table is increased by impure water. More amount of water will be collected under the ground, and that water is generally not pure. That's why the impure water will be collected in a more amount. Waterlogging, filling of the water onto the ground, making that marshy. Damp climate means ठंडा मौसम हो जाना. Pesticides flow with water and harm water bodies. If the fertilizers or the pesticides, insecticides or weedicides, whatever we have provided to our crop, these will flow with water and may enter into the water bodies like rivers or ponds, and will provide bad impact onto the aquatic life, and due to that the aquatic animals may die. This was all about irrigation system. I hope you understood the content. Thank you for this.